Ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Being chased out left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Flushed out right. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down. Kill.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing. Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You got me good.
And this should be the final play. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Is this superstar KO?
Now Cousins on fourth down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Michael Pierce and all of his... And the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free.
I am versing Jaden.
Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Finna go eat. Bye.
They'll take the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. There for the sack, Evers. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. On third down, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Draw play. Ingram now. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing is Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson on 1st down, forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. This one complete to Ingram. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Bailey's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he's able to carve out about 6 there. Down to the 37. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing is Jackson, being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the quarterback, there in coverage. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
Their team, do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on second down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them a gain of 38. Now Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Cousins on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And Diggs has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Let's go, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.